Hello students, welcome back to Teach Aura. So children, have you ever wondered why some people live in snowy mountains, some near the rivers and some in hot deserts? So why don't penguins live in deserts and why don't camels climb Mount Everest? So that's because different landforms create different lifestyles. So today we are going on a fun journey to explore landforms and life. So that is the third chapter from 6th grade. So landforms and life shaping our world. So what are the different types of landforms the planet Earth has? So the first one, mountains. These are the giants of the earth. So mountains are tall, steep landforms with narrow tops formed by tectonic forces. They are classified by age. So the highest peaks are the Mount Everest. It is about 8,848 meters and the Kanchenjunga 8,586 meters. So what is snow? Unless you live in Himalayan region such as Kashmir, Ladakh, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, you may never have seen snow in the rest of India. So most precipitation is in the form of rain and hail, but at higher altitudes, if it is cold enough, snow will fall, covering the landscape in a soft, beautiful white blanket. Snow and hailstorms are nothing but precipitation of water in a solid state. So we have young fold mountains and they are known as Himalayas. They are sharp, high peaks and still rising. Today also it is considered as Himalayas, they are still rising day by day. And the old fold mountains are the Aravalis, rounded, one down by erosion. Okay, so these are the stats of the mountains. So if you can see, this figure brings them together to give a small visual impression of their relative heights from top to bottom. Mount Everest, it is between Tibet, China and Nepal, and Kanchenjunga between Nepal and the Indian state of Sikkim are the two highest peaks of the Himalayan range. Mount Aconcagua in the South America is the highest peak of Andes. Mount Kilimanjaro in Eastern Africa is an isolated mountain that is not part of any range. Mont Blanc in Western Europe is the highest mountain of the Alps, and Anamudi in Kerala is also known as the Anai Peak, is the highest mountain in South India. So these are some of the statistics of mountains across the globe. So how is the life in the mountains? So basically the forests which are present in the mountains, they are called as mountain forest, and they are cone shaped trees like pines and firs thrive on mountain slopes, providing timber and shelter. So we get timber from the mountains which are present in Himalayas, the forests which are present in the Himalayas, and the next one, plateaus. These are the tablelands. They are the tabletop kind of lands which are called as plateaus. And plateaus are raised flat lands forms with steep sides, like a table lifted above the surrounding land. So lava plateaus have fertile soil, ideal for farming, while rocky plateaus are better suited for mining. So we have some benefits in plateaus also. So Deccan Plateau, it is called as the India's largest plateau, rich in minerals like coal and iron. And Tibetan Plateau, known as the root of the world, the highest plateau on earth. So plateaus are also home to many spectacular waterfalls. The Victoria Falls on the Zambezi River in South Africa, the Hundru Falls on the Sabanarika River in the Chota Nagpur Plateau, and the Jog Falls on the Sharavati River in the Western Ghats are a few such waterfalls. The Noka Falls drop down 340 meters from the Cherrapunji Plateau in Meghalaya. So, the next one is the plains, the vast expanses. Plains are large, flat areas often formed by rivers depositing fertile soil. They are the most densely populated landforms on earth. So, rivers flow and they carry and deposit rich silt, fertile soil. Floodplains become highly productive and civilization rises here, and because of the rise of the population, people they do farming and which supports the large population. The Ganga plain is one of the world's most fertile and populous regions, home to millions of people. So moving on to the next slide. So this is the map of the globe. So this world map shows a few major mountain ranges, plateaus and plains. So children, you should learn how to differentiate, how to read a map. So here graphically if you see the plateaus, they are brown in color. Wherever you see this brown color, it clearly indicates that place is plateaus. And river plain, the area which is shaded in light green color, so that is the plain area. Okay, and the mountain ranges, this is in orange color. So wherever you see the orange color in this map, it indicates those places they have mountains. And how is the life in the plains? A hub of civilization. So why plains thrive? So why many people they tend to stay settle in plain areas? So because the plains they have flat terrain makes building roads, cities and farms easily. And also fertile floodplains produce abundant crops year round. Rivers produce water for irrigation and transport. Historically, ancient civilizations like the Indus Valley grew here. So over 50% of India's population lives on plains, making them the backbone of the nation's food and economy. And finally, deserts. So this is also one of the major landforms of extremes. So deserts are arid regions with very little rainfall. Temperatures swing from scorching days to freezing nights, yet life finds a way. So here, adopted plants. So cacti store water in thick stems, roots spread wide to catch rare rain. And the animals, adopted animals, camels survive days without water, and reptiles burrow to escape heat. And in India, the Thar Desert, it is the major desert in Rajasthan, the home to unique culture and wildlife. So how landforms affect our lives? Landforms shape where we live, what we eat and how we earn. Each landform offers unique opportunities and challenges. So if you see this box, from the icy Himalayas to the fertile Ganga plain, landforms determine mountains, the herdial mining. So in the plateaus, you can see here the mineral mining, some farming on fertile land, is also possible. And deserts, adapted lifestyles, camel herding, tourism. Camel herding will be done, and also it will be a best place for the tourism. And plains, here the settlement will be huge, the dense population, large scale agriculture and major cities. And mountains, herding, terrace farming, tourism, unique wildlife. So these are the some of the places which are settled by the human life, humankind. In this chapter, we explored the three main landforms, but its surface is very complex and experts often define a few more landforms. One such landform is a desert. So deserts are considered to be large and dry expanses with very little precipitation. Their flora and fauna are also unique. Some deserts are hot, like the Sahara Desert in Africa or the Thar Desert in the northwest of the Indian subcontinent. others are cold, like the Gobi Desert in Asia. Some experts also describe the Antarctica continent as a desert. Despite harsh living conditions, humans have adapted to most of the deserts. In India, communities living in the Thar Desert or migrating through it hold rich cultural traditions such as folk songs and legends related to the desert. The diverse ways in which humans have made all the landforms their home is a testimony to our adaptability and resilience. So, our amazing Earth children, a land of variety from towering mountains to vast plains, raised plateaus to arid deserts, and Earth's landforms are diverse, dynamic, and full of life. So, my dear students, explore explore and discover the landforms around you. Learn, understand how they shape our world, and not but the last, not but the least, preserve our incredible planet for the future. So that's all for today, my dear students. So this is the end of the chapter, the landforms. Okay, it is the third chapter from grade 6. So that's all for today. So if you have any doubts, you can comment me, and please don't forget to like, share and comment, and please subscribe to my channel Teach Aura. Thank you, my dear students. Bye bye.